Okay, I have no idea if I'm in focus or if there's proper lighting, but welcome back to my office area. So, I still don't have this place set up correctly or have it really working. Oh, it's getting darker in here. Gosh darn it. Well, we're gonna work with it, I guess. But anyways, I felt like doing have an updated tour because it has been kind of updated. Let's just like stroll over here. Alright, because when you walk in, you get my desk and my roommate's desk, although it's an absolute mess. We're just gonna like pretend this doesn't exist because she does a lot of art and she does her nails a lot, so like that desk is literally her art and nail section, so some pretend don't exist. But here's the star right now, and this is my Foley desk. Which I love to death, because I do work from home, so having a desk that can go up and down is really helpful. So I can sit or I can stand. I do have a little Amazon fatigue mat down there. You're probably hearing some fans revving up. That would be my razor blade over there. So the problem with my office space is my roommate's desk is partly there, and then everything else in this room is mine. So I got my roommate's stuff, which is this and that, and that's it. Everything else in here is mine. The problem being is that I have work and play on the same desk, which doesn't work. Whoops, sorry. It just doesn't work. So right now, you see I have two monitors set up. This is a 4K LG USB-C power delivery monitor, so it actually does 100 watts power delivery. So I actually have my MacBook plugged directly in, and it's a 60-inch MacBook, so I can actually have it charge at the same time, which is great, so I don't have to have it plugged in through its own charger brick, and I can do everything I gotta do. I do have my work laptop over here, which I actually use with this monitor, although right now this monitor is hooked up to my razor blade a bit very terribly. As you can see, this is not a good setup right now. I have an HDMI cord there, which travels all the way under here into this. It's just, if I didn't have my work set up here, I could probably maybe have that over here. But the problem is with a razor blade, you don't want to shut it because it generates so much heat that shutting it may honestly damage the screen a little bit, because the keyboard area gets very hot. So I am worried that it wouldn't properly get rid of airflow, so I don't ever shut it. Otherwise I would just move my work laptop off of here and shove that in its place, and then I wouldn't have to worry about this giant long HDMI cord, because I have a smaller USB-C one right here, which I use for my MacBook when I need two screens for editing. Otherwise I have a USB-C to USB-C cord right here, which goes to my work laptop, because my work laptop does have, it is a Lenovo ThinkPad, it does have Thunderbolt 3 and USB-C, both do have alternative modes, so I can use a USB-C monitor and power delivery. This is, I can't remember, I think it's like a PH27 or something like that, but I did get a ThinkVision monitor for work. It does 65 watts of power delivery, which is just enough for my work laptop, so I can just plug that in and we're good to go. It also does have a USB-C hub on this side here, which you can kind of see. So it's 3 USB, and then it has a power port for like just charging and stuff, so I guess technically 4 USB-C. I don't ever use that hub because I just plug my keyboard and mouse directly into my work laptop, which I have a, I think this is a Huntsman, and then that's the Basilisk. And then I just bought the cushion that goes with them. This actually is really comfortable. I had a cheaper one from Amazon, which was like $15 for that and a mouse pad, and this was $20. This works so much better. And I don't really use a mouse pad because I have a leather pad, so I don't really need a mouse pad, so I just got rid of it. I was mostly using the mouse pad and the wrist rest for work, because like at work I don't have a pad, like my actual like desk at work, so I needed it there. But here I have this pad and I just got the wrist rest to go with it. But this desk is still a mess. Like, I got my razor blade over there because that's what I use for streaming right now, because I don't have a tower. I do have room to put a tower down here, and I would just move my shredder that I have right here, and I'd put it right there. and then I could hook everything up to this monitor as well as this one through HDMI. I prefer USB-C, but HDMI is fine if it's a tower, because like you can't power a tower with USB-C, so you don't get shit yet. But yeah, it's just a mess right now. Still trying to figure this out, because you can see I have like a USB-C dongle, which I plug my keyboard stuff into, because there's only one port on this side. There's two USB on that side, but I can't reach that side without untangling these, and I don't really want to undo them, because I hook them up to my laptop here for work, so I don't want a bunch of cord everywhere. And then when I'm not working, or I'm just using like my Razer blade and then my MacBook, I have my MX Master keys and then my MX Master 3, which I use for my MacBook. I do have them set up for my Razer blade as well. That way when I'm streaming, if I don't need to have like a wired in keyboard and mouse, I'll just use those two. Just usually when I'm like doing an emulator for Pokemon or something, where it doesn't matter. But otherwise I'll use these two because response time is just better. I don't know how well you can see this, so I'll try and get out of the way here. Down here I do have my Sony multiple letter and numbers headphones here, which are noise cancelling. They're the current generation. And then I just have them on a little headphone stand that you can just move around to fit how you need it. It does have a little cable holder, but the Sony cable doesn't really fit very well in there without like hanging down on the ground, so kind of pointless. And then under here, we're still trying to figure this out. So most of them are kind of hooked up in there. I have a little channel to hold cords, but then you have this mess. So the problem is when the desk goes up, this cord is like perfectly straight. You don't see it or anything. You can't hit it. But then I have another cord right here that goes behind everything up to my work phone. And then I have this wonderful black box that's full of all my cords for my phone, my work access point thingy. So that all sits in there. I also have but everything's in there. And then I have a bunch of wires over here for like my USB-C hub, my USB hub, and then I have my monitor cord. It's just, we're still trying to figure this mess out. And to the side I just have my Alex George had for what, like 4-ish years, which just has all my wires and stuff, so all my cables I need, my like 13 pairs of Zenny blue light glasses, because I like to have a different pair of glasses to wear based on my outfit when I have work meetings, because I want to be that person. This is just like my gaming drawer, so I have my controller, my cables I need for like my Elgato and whatnot, a bunch of my hard drives for editing. I have my dummy battery for my camera. I have my light switch, which I'll show in a moment. This is just my camera drawer, so all my basic camera stuff goes in here. And this is just my extras. So there's like batteries, command strips, elastics, my phone box, screen protector box, nothing special. And then these two over here, which is I got from Target, it's just a little keyboard organizer. The top is just random extra cables and my extra keys for my Huntsman keyboard. And then down here is just extension cords. I'm not going to show it, nothing exciting there. We got my Brevet camera bag right here, which I do have a video coming where I did like fill it up and show you how I would use it. And then over here is the other mess. So we have my dad's old tower computer, which is driveless because he destroyed the drive. My newer ring light that I just got recently that has a touch screen so you can control it, has a remote as well. And then back there's just the bag, and then my sewing cutting board, tracing board, all the fun stuff. Ooh, that's that. Alright, let me turn on my streaming wall. So got that light, and then so that's a GE bulb because I didn't have money for Hue bulbs at the time of buying that. But I got Hue bulbs now, which I moved in from my bedroom, because I moved my bedroom to Edison bulbs, or Hue Edison bulbs. But over here is my streaming wall, which next to it is the Yu-Gi-Oh poster I made with like placemats, or playmats rather. I do have a video for that. I will probably forget to link it, but just like Google or search like art time. I think I have a playlist with it, so you can search that. This we're still trying to figure out as well, because underneath is just storage. So it's like, I think this is PlayStation, GameCube, and Wii games, and then I have my DS games, Nintendo Switch, random things, my Razer Blade laptop case, extra cube boys, printer stuff, tax stuff, notebooks, and then underneath is like all my gaming consoles. So like my PlayStation, my Wii, my GameCube, everything else. And this is the artwork I've had for a bit here. So this and this are from Etsy. They're just watercolors. I have more over here from the same person, just the gasoline line. And then my roommate made this for me a couple years ago. Maybe like 2 years ago now? Yeah, maybe like 2 years ago? Maybe it was more. Trying to think. No, it was like 2 years ago. So it's for my birthday. And then this, I recently found this. So I played Ragnarok a lot when I was in middle school and high school. And the first character I ever rebirthed was a rogue, and I named her Kaya with little swigglies, the little proximate thingies. And someone on my original server drew this for me, because I played a private server. And this is her. She was a bow rogue. My favorite hat was the little devil hat. I think it's like Da Vinci or something like that. But it was a little devil hat. And then I always wore glasses, and then a romantic flower. The person who drew it just loved boobs and nipples, so she's like, I put big boobs and nipples if that's okay. And it's like, well, the character does have big boobs by default, because that's how anime girls are. But yeah, that's her. I still play Ragnarok right now. I play an Origins RO, and I still play a rogue. I don't know if I'll ever rebirth her, because my original server was 13 by 13, was 13, 13, 10, 5, 3. And Origins is 5, 5, 5, 3, I think, something like that. So I don't know. It's hard when it's like almost a third of my original raids. But I figured I'd put that up. And I got my Pokemon backpack from that topic. My printer. This is a little dragon boy that my neighbor and slash work friend made for me. She knits. It's just like crazy. It's super soft, squishy. And then I got my Jigglypuff from Build-A-Bear and a Snorlax that my roommate won from a Japanese crane machine app. Like, she full on won, and it was like one of those, like, you play it virtually and she happened to win somehow, but we can never win it in person, and they mailed her this. So, and then we have my Nintendo backpack, which I did actually fill up with scraps from my sewing over here. It's my sewing cart, which is just here for the moment. But all my scraps are in the bag to make it nice and poofy. Got my Hughes bulb. I got some little stuffies, plushies I got from some Nintendo crates. My wonderful overpriced Power Ranger morpher. I love this thing. Your Power Morpher, your Dino Buckler, whatever you want to call it. I keep Kimberly's coin there because I love Kimberly. And then it's just random things that I have. Nothing special. Oh, and then the sword that my roommate got me for Christmas last year. And then my Pikachu hat. And then my terrible Harley Quinn hat that I made my roommate buy me because she owed me $10 and the hat was $10. And she was so mad when she checked out at Walmart with it. Oh, and then I have this mask. This masquerade mask I got at Pure One, like, woo! I want to say like almost 10 years ago. It was a long time ago. I think it was like maybe 8 or so. But yeah, I still have that there. And then last but not least, my sewing cart, which just houses my sewing machine, some candles, and then my fabric that I haven't used. And yeah, that's my room. Well, we'll pretend this doesn't exist, but... Oh yeah, and then here's my window that I get to look out, and my room darkening curtains. Nothing special. Oh, and my pipe that hisses on a daily basis because it's for hot water. And it's also detaching from the ceiling, because, we love that. And then we have the hole that it goes through. But yeah, this is my office. I stream here. Oh, right, my giant thing of blankets, which is basically just pink and gray. Got like the nice millennial rose goldy pink, a light pink, a gray mess, another gray mess, another gray mess. But yeah, this is it. I love this place though. makes me happy. You know? But yeah, so I'm gonna leave it here. Put you guys back in front of the window so there's some light on me. I do plan to fix this place up a little better, maybe try to organize it a little better. I don't know, but when I get it figured out, I will show you guys again. Anyways, see ya!